Are you recording?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hi.
We're just going on a walk.
We're going on a walk. So part of me losing weight is getting more active. Don't mind him. He just talks on and on and on. Here you go. What are we doing?
We are going to do a vlog kind of thing.
Okay, and while we talk, Kelsey's gonna hold the camera while we.
So don't mind the very shaky because my hands are shaky.
So we're walking around. We live in an RV. I've said this before. There's actually, if you look over there, there's a trail over there. We could walk on that. And my husband always tells me to go walk over there. Go walk on that trail that goes through the city. Well, last week there was a woman stabbed over there just walking. So no, thank you. I'll just stick close to home.
Well, that's not really that funny, but okay.
But yeah, that has nothing to do with keto. I just thought that I would share that. Anyway,
A little.
Hi, I'm back. I just had to stop. My neighbor was talking to me. Not my crazy neighbor that got arrested today. All kinds of crazy stuff goes on here.
Yeah.
But, so anyways, where was I? We were talking about I don't think that I was talking about anything keto, really. So let's see. I can talk about when I first learned about keto.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. When I first learned about keto was when I was pregnant with Ace, my 6-year-old.
Yes, me.
I learned from a dietitian who actually told me it probably wasn't safe during pregnancy. I don't really know if I believe that now. When I was pregnant with Kelsey, I had gestational diabetes and every probably health problem you could think of. She was born early, so when I got pregnant with Ace, I knew that there would probably be the same complications. So I decided to try and do something about it. And one was to go see a dietitian to try and so I would not develop gestational diabetes. The last thing I wanted to do was be taking insulin 3 times a day. So I went to the dietitian and they told me about keto, and I just thought it was kind of crazy. But I went on decided to do just a low carb diet where I was eating about 150 grams of carbs a day, and I thought that was torture at the time. Mind you, now I'm doing 20 grams of carbs a day or less, and I don't think it's torture. But when you are eating the standard American diet, you are getting so many grams of carbs, it's ridiculous. So anyways, I did a low carb diet when I was pregnant with Ace, and I ended up losing weight during my pregnancy. He was healthy. I had no complications at all during my pregnancy. He weighed 9 pounds 6 ounces when he was born, and so yeah, he's a big baby. But at my 6-week check-in, I actually weighed 25 pounds less than I did at my very first prenatal appointment. So somebody again. So anyway, I still didn't really look into the keto diet until Ace was probably a year old. And actually, my husband was listening to some stuff about it, and I told him he was absolutely crazy. You cannot possibly lose weight while eating a bunch of food.
When? my hood was.
So he just kept telling me, yeah, it works. So I decided to try it. And I went on the keto diet. This was in 2015. So wow, it's been almost 6 years now. And I lost weight. And then my weight, I think I lost about 50 pounds. My weight plateaued. And it plateaued for months. And I just gave up. I didn't really do a whole lot of research on why it plateaued or anything. Sorry, somebody else is waving at me. I don't know who. Fairly popular today, I guess. Anyway,
there could have been something to know.
So where was I? So I, went back to eating a high carb diet. Gained all the weight back, probably plus more. Then I went on it again. I don't know. I mean, I've done it several times in the last 5-6 years. And every time it seems I do it now, I lose a little bit more weight. I'll stop and then I'll gain it back, but I won't gain it all back. And then I'll stop because my weight plateaus. This time around, I decided to try something different. Everything that I hear with keto is eat more fat. And I did that. And then I saw something one day, and this guy, he does keto. I saw some, YouTube channel, and he does keto. And he said, don't eat a bunch of fat. Don't overdo it with the fat. I mean, yes, eat fat if you're hungry, healthy fat. Eat fat if you're hungry, but don't eat it just to eat it. Don't think that you have to eat, a certain amount of fat every day in order to be healthier, to lose weight. It's not necessary. So I cut a lot of fat out that I was eating. And now I just use the fat to stay full. And what's actually happening is your body is using the fat that you already have on your body. It's burning the fat. Some people might say it's like starvation mode, but if you have the fat on your body, why not burn the fat on your body? So that's what I'm doing now. And my ultimate goal, I said in another video that the keto that I'm doing, I'm trying to do right now is clean eating keto, where you just eat whole foods, nothing processed. Although I slip up and I eat processed foods, and I try not to use a whole lot of sweeteners, even the keto approved ones. But my ultimate goal, and I think that it would probably be very hard, and I don't know if I'll ever get to it. I really think that plant-based diets are a lot healthier, but the problem with plant-based diets is that if you're a vegan, you're probably eating a whole lot of processed foods. Because where are you going to get your protein from? You have to get them from fake chicken nuggets or, fake meats, which is highly processed. So the only whole foods that you're going to get your proteins from are going to be nuts and seeds, probably. Some oils. Probably not oil, I don't know. Coconut oil, maybe. But I think that it can be done to do a plant-based diet. But so right now, I'm really trying to cut out a lot of meats and add more vegetables. Whereas I would go to a restaurant and I'd be like, oh man, what am I supposed to eat? Oh, just get a big fat steak, And but now it's like I get a smaller steak, and maybe if I'm still hungry, I add like an extra side of broccoli and a salad maybe. Yes, but I don't like to always eat salads. They get very boring. Although you can make your salad any which way. But let's see. Do I have any keto tips? Do you guys have any keto tips?
It may taste good, but it's not good.
Yes. It may taste good, but it's probably not good for you. And there's a lot of foods that are really good for you, that are keto friendly.
And it might taste good.
You just have to find, my problem is I typically get bored of food, get bored of a lot of food. So that has to do with a lot of the reason that you stray from your diet, you get bored. So you have to kind of keep mixing it up. Or at first I say, if you're doing keto, at first you should track how many carbs you're getting. So there's a lot of apps out there that you can track your carbs. Carb Manager, I think, is probably, in my opinion, I think that's what it's called. I'll put it in the description anyways. That is probably the best one for tracking carbs. I don't track my carbs just because I do intermittent fasting where I don't eat for 16 hours, 16-8 intermittent fasting where I eat only in an 8-hour period, and typically it's more like in a 4-hour period. I typically eat one meal a day, and that's it. Everybody thinks I'm starving myself, but I'm just not hungry, so I don't eat. I'm not afraid of going over my carb count for the day, so I don't necessarily track my carb intake or my fat or my protein. But if you're first starting keto, I would recommend that you track your carbs, because, like I said earlier, I went on a low carb when I was pregnant with Ace, and it was recommended 150 grams of carbs a day, and I thought that was crazy. So if 150 grams of carbs, if you can't do 150 grams of it, I mean, it's probably because you're eating way too many carbs. And a lot of people say, well, I can't do that because I get really, really hungry, and I start to get shaky and jittery, and I need to eat something. Well, the reason for that is because that's your body. That's the carb withdrawal that your body is going through. And that passes after a couple days. It also, you can lessen that feeling by making sure you're getting in all your electrolytes. As in the first part of keto, especially if you're drinking a lot of water, which you should be doing, is that you're flushing out all your electrolytes. So you got to make sure that you're getting your electrolytes in, and you probably won't be sick, you won't get jittery, or not as much. But that feeling will go away, and the feeling of hunger goes away after a few days as well. So yeah. Okay. What else? What other questions would somebody have that's first starting keto? I don't know.
How much food should I eat when I first start?
You should eat. I'm trying to think of what your macros should be. I believe it is 5% carbs. I couldn't tell you. I'll put that in the description too. I can't tell you right off. It's only like 5% carbs, 20 grams of carbs. But start off slow. Do 100 or 50 grams of carbs a day. Don't try to kill yourself if you think you can't do it. I mean, anything less than what you're doing now is probably better. I wouldn't try and just change everything all at once. because I think a lot of people fail that way. But yeah, eat a lot of green vegetables. Drink a lot of water. Try to cut out soda.
Soda is a big thing.
Soda's a big issue with a lot of people, I think. What about, there's hidden carbs and things. Check your nutrition labels on everything, because every brand. I mean, you might get spaghetti sauce. You know, you might get one brand of spaghetti sauce, and it has, only it has 10 grams of carbs per serving, and this other one over here might have 14 or 15 grams of carbs per serving. So just because you checked it on one brand or one type of brand doesn't mean that it's going to be the same on all of them. So everything, check the nutrition label on everything. And I mean, hidden carbs. Ace just stepped in a big mud puddle. Hidden carbs. There's hidden carbs. The nutrition labels are not required to, if it's under a gram, under 1 gram of carbs, they can put 0 grams of carbs. So take, I think like heavy whipping cream, for instance. You can have a teaspoon or a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, and it might say that it has 0 grams of carbs, but that's not accurate. It might have a half a gram of carbs. So if you think, oh well, I can have as much of this as I want because it's 0 grams of carbs, that's not true. It may have.
Come on.
It may have. I mean, a half a gram of carb per serving, and so if you're getting you're taking 5 or 6 servings a day, I mean, that's hidden carbs that you're just not counting. So you have to be very cautious of that. Some things do have carbs in them, even though the nutrition label says that it does not. Cheese, also, shredded cheese. They put potato starch in shredded cheese to prevent it from, move over here, not in the mud. They put potato starch in shredded cheese to prevent it from clumping. So you should shred your own cheese if you can. And it's just these little carbs, these little things in products that can add up. And it's just cutting those little things out can make a huge difference. Okay, well, I think that's where we're going to end it today. It's kind of cold outside. Ace is complaining. He doesn't want to walk anymore. I just had to get out and get a little bit of exercise. Even if it's, just walking. Just something little. Okay. Well, don't forget to subscribe. Like or dislike. I don't care about any of that. Dislike is engagement, so it's all the same in the YouTube algorithm. So, bye.
Bye.